Welcome back, everybody, to another cryptocurrency news article. This one comes out of E-Crypto News and comics, NFTs, and gaming. Jeffrey McCabe of LightningWorks talks to us about it all. So, yeah, let's learn a little bit about that. We all know how comics were a phenomenon, especially for baby boomers and millennials. Once mobile technology became popular in early to late 2000s, every comic form from that era took a backseat. Now, since the emergence of Web3 and associated technologies, it seems comics are returning to popular culture. We reached out to Geoff McCabe, founder at LightningWorks, who is working with Jordan Fixenbaum, the $5 billion marketing force behind Cirque du Soleil, for insights on the resurrections of digital comics within Web3 environments. Here's what he had to say. Now, about Jeffrey McCabe, he's a lifelong entrepreneur. Geoff has built a series of businesses in a variety of sectors. His current focus is LightningWorks, a Web3 company that tells legendary stories told through an interactive comics, NFTs, and Web3 gaming. Geoff earned a master's degree in physics and materials engineering and has been the founder and leader of two 6+ million a year companies. Now, the first was Seventh Sense Inc., which built and operated a factory in China with 500 employees. The second was Anthology Inc., a chain of 30 retail stores in the New England area. Currently, Geoff is also the owner of two health/yoga resorts, as well as a troposphere real estate and one of the top real estate firms in Costa Rica, and has designed and managed his own group of 30 plus Costa Rican related websites with various profit centers. Now, eCrypto News asks, how are comic books making a comeback? Jeffrey McCabe, founder of LightningWorks, said, comics saw a jump in popularity during the COVID days, but all of that growth was in Japanese manga, not Marvel and DC, which are really struggling with failing sales. Their core audience of comic book collectors are extremely angry at changes being made at the characters and the universe. Now, this leaves a great opportunity for new companies that are more likely to like what Marvel and DC used to be, but leveraging NFT technology too may make them collectible digitally and available to a global market. eCrypto News also asks, now what roles are NFTs playing in ensuring this comeback? Comics are an ideal use case for NFTs because digital comics are already a thing. And both Marvel and DC have been threatening to stop printing comics and instead go to an all digital route. Now, all you can read subscription models, which means the end of collectible comics. Now, NFTs solve this problem, but so far, this hasn't been done very well by Marvel, DC, and their partners, who have developed only centralized solutions rather than open markets like we're doing at LightningWorks. eCrypto News also asks, please, can you explain the central ideas behind LightningWorks? Well, primarily, we're a storytelling company. Comics are just part of what we do. We also have a working video game called Siege Worlds, and our first comics tell this story in a way that the comics and games can play off each other. For example, the comic book can have a secret Easter egg that drops an NFT weapon into the wallet of the owner if they can find it, or it could be a key that opens something in the game, or the characters in the comic might drop hints that help gamers learn how to solve various challenges. We're creating a new type of entertainment that's more of a hybrid, and fans like rich, complex universes. eCrypto News goes, who are the miracle workers behind LightningWorks? And Geoff goes, I think we have the best all-star team in the space. Besides over a dozen artists that we're working with, many from Marvel and DC Comics, we have an incredible management team. Jeffrey McCabe, co-founder of the Games Interactive and founder of LightningWorks, co-founder of top 65 cryptocurrency Divi, and founder of virtualrealitytimes.com, a top VR news site with over 2,200 unique articles on VR and metaverse. We also have Jordan Feikenbaum, the CEO of LightningWorks and former head of marketing for Cirque du Soleil, with over $5 billion in sales during his tenure. There's also Jake O'Connor, a co-founder of Games Interactive. He's the creator of the Stratosphere Gaming Engine, former university professor teaching VR game development to students in the UK and Birmingham City University. We got Basie Bob, Bob Brockman, music and sound advisor, world-famous music producer with over 25 Grammy nominations, 2 wins, and multiple platform albums. That's a pretty nice team we got there. Now, eCrypto News asks, in what ways will NFTs come into gameplay? Well, NFTs absolutely must make gameplay more fun, and this is how most companies are failing. They're using them as a money grab. We are turning that around and mostly either giving them away in our comics or allowing players to find them or forge them together by completing tasks, getting lucky with various drops, and other gamified methods that are an addiction and don't give players the sense that they are being milked for cash by a company. Crypto News also asks, can you please tell us about siege rolls? Well, the story involves our own vision of world famous heroes from various countries and cultures around the world. These characters are already famous and beloved in these countries, but we are taking our own spin on them so that people don't know everything about them. The characters wake up on a beach, and the last thing they remember is dying on Earth. Now they're forced to fight a wave after wave of monsters, and when they die, they are reborn. They must discover the mystery of the predicament and ultimately escape. Jake O'Connor, our head of games, used to teach how to make gaming fun at the university level to game developers in the UK. He also is a specialist in VR. So Siege Rolls, despite being in alpha mode, is already downloadable and very fun. Jake personally built a custom engine for it that we call the Stratosphere. Crypto News also asks, how will Jordan Feigenbaum's marketing prowess enable the LightningWorks project to achieve critical mass? Jordan has the most amazing Rolodex of CEOs, CMOs, and CFOs globally from the mainstream entertainment companies. He's discussing partnerships with them now. Most are interested in NFTs, but are waiting for the JPEG/apes phase to pass before they really jump in. We're still very early for the mainstream, but our model is very appealing because we have so many technologies designed for the mainstream adoption. Now, just how popular are mangas as a cultural icons? Well, manga is much bigger than Marvel and DC put together, which is why we're focusing on the manga style of storytelling and doing about 50-50 art style. Mangas focus on long term stories and iconic character development, and is much more what today's audience would want. And yeah, exactly. And see that instead of having like the multiverse theory going on, same character, different storyline. Here, mangas tend to focus on a character and progress through their lifetime, and then their offspring continue to have stories. So that's where like mangas usually take role. And it's kind of what audiences do want nowadays. Crypto News also asks, now, how can mangas and comics within Web3 ecosystems increase the adoption of cryptocurrencies and their affiliated technologies? Well, NFTs are a natural fit for storytelling, and we'll be doing not just full comics, but mini comics as well, such as 4 to 5 pages. We believe that the community will tell us which characters and story concepts we like based on their market value. This will help us to decide where to focus our efforts. This feedback loop we're developing with Web3 and global open markets, therefore, will give us strategic advantages over competitors that are using only Web2 to tell their stories. Crypto News also asks, are there any other sister projects that Geoff McCabe is currently part of? Well, and the answer is yes. Geoff is still chairman of the board of the Divi Project Foundation, a 50 million market cap cryptocurrency that did an ICO in 2017 and is partnered with La Liga Football League. And for those of you wondering which La Liga sectors they are partnered with the MENA, C, and China regions for La Liga. Now, eCrypto News also asks, how will comics be valued as NFTs? Well, comics books have been collected for decades, and some have sold for millions of dollars. So there's a well-established value to them in our culture. First issues in a series or first appearances of iconic characters are particularly prized by collectors. Digital comics without NFTs don't have the value because there's no scarcity. NFTs, as they are currently done by others, also lack a key element of collectability, which is a reduced supply. Comics are lost, damaged, read too much, or otherwise aged so that the supply of high quality ones over time go down. Now we have duplicated the process with foraging, which allows collectors to take 3 comics of a rarity tier, such as common, uncommon, rare, etc., and forge them into a single comic that guaranteed to be rarer than the original 3. This reduces supply, gamifies the process, and introduces an element of surprise that's fun for the fans. And then let's see, what else? What technologies will be behind the interactive comics? Well, the main difference between our comics and those of our competitors is that they are JPEGs or PDF format, while ours, yeah, so the common one is JPEGs and PDF format, but well, for LightningWorks comics, And NFTs, they will be made of HTML5. Each comic page is like a website, which means we can add animation, interactivity, mini games, marketplaces, music and sound, multiple languages, Easter eggs, 3D tools, and nearly anything that our creators can imagine. We believe this will usher in a new era of collectible comics that are more able to compete with the thousands of other options kids have, such as Netflix and thousands of other video games, TikTok, etc. So yeah, so these NFT comics are definitely not just your common JPEG or art piece. It has so much more into it. And then eCrypto also asked, please, can you tell us about the comic creator app? So yeah, there's still more. For the past 2 years, we've been building a Photoshop type app that allows comics slash manga producers to launch complex NFTs or entire NFT comics onto a variety of blockchains. Producers can use crowdfunding to pay for it, crowdsourcing to put together a team, then a variety of tools to add animation, sound, text, and interactability. Once launched, the team gets paid for each sale and resell from the project. We believe that millions of people have a story to tell, and that NFT comics are a great way to do it, and always with an eye on getting these comics made into movies or TV shows by major studios. And then, please, can you tell us a little bit more about the NFT marketplace too? Yes, the NFT marketplace, such as OpenSeas, aren't designed for complex NFT ecosystems like LightningWorks are building. They are designed more for the simple collections of JPEGs. Our marketplace is being built to service the needs of real NFT companies that have multiple characters and stories. Over time, we will have hundreds of different NFT types, since each comic, ideally launched monthly, will be its own collection. But users often have favorite characters, so with our marketplace, it makes it much easier to find exactly what they are looking for because it's more keyword driven. And of course, we're enforce creator royalties and help teams to automatically distribute sales and royalties to a variety of people on the creative team. Now, since we believe that NFT comics and manga will come to dominate the NFT art space, we think our marketplace will grow very quickly because we will include all the NFT comic projects in the space, and we will work to curate them with expert opinions, as well as providing a place for fans to interact with creators and each other. Now, how will play and earn gaming work within the LightningWorks ecosystem? Well, most play to earn games aren't very fun because there's too much focus on the token or the NFT. People only play them to get free crypto. Will be a fun first, and only adding cryptos and NFTs when it makes gameplay just a little better. One good way to use cryptos and NFTs is for collaborations. So we're making it easy to add new coins and NFTs so that we can set up collaborations with other companies and get their users. For example, we can easily add a new character or crypto to the game to help grow our fan base from other communities. We also have built-in forging systems within the first game so players can collect everything they find and earn to be able to forge items or ingredients into better ones, more powerful items to level them up. This time of gamification has a quality of fun all on its own, but we've made it even better by making it so that users can forge NFTs, personalize them, and then give or sell them to other players. Now, what benefits do comic creators gain from listing their work on the LightningWorks NFT marketplace? Comic creators are interested in reaching global market, earning royalties, or adding new revenue streams with NFT versions of their comics would be a natural fit. NFT comics are still very new, so the new OpenSea doesn't even have a category for them yet. We think that the NFT comics will be very big and within a few years, so creators who get in early are likely to get more attention and fans as the market grows. Now, what does the future hold for Web3 comics? Well, the potential is gigantic, especially when thinking in terms of iconic character creation. It's estimated that Spider-Man alone is worth between $4 to $6 billion. Web3 gives us a new way to allow global markets and fans to create and test character ideas, story snippets, and empower fans to co-create with them. We're building many tools that allow all this to be possible. Now, is there any specific target for to make for LightningWorks? LightningWorks is focused mainly on stories, tools, and communities. Everything else just is just details. Games and comics are just possibilities, but there are hybrids of these: music, animations, movies, etc., that all share the same tool set and appear to the same communities. Our focus at the moment is on sci-fi, superheroes, and fantasy worlds, but our tools can be applied to romance, coming-of-age stories, or even building educational materials. Now, in what ways will LightningWorks bring the old guard into the new world? Well, many mainstream companies have already dabbled in the NFTs, and most of them have been burned, and the value of their NFT products hasn't held up. They see the potential of scarce digital collectibles, but until now, the technology has been there to bring in the masses of people because it's just too complicated. We've made it far easier than before to collect and manage NFTs. So, with a few more months, we'll be ready to partner with the bigger companies because their addressable market is much larger than the users don't need to learn MetaMask, OpenSea, and other complicated new things. And lastly, are there any secrets you want to share about the project? Care to spill the beans? And Geoff goes, our reveal is happening on November 27th. So the buyers of our first NFTs, our LightningWorks portals, will find out which of the 5 tiers they get: common, uncommon, rare, epic, or legendary. We will release a lot of the details at the time to have remained vague until now. So we will also be releasing our first comic soon, a mini comic of only 5 pages to introduce a new character named Kumo, who lived in the late 1700s in India and was in our universe as the strongest human ever to have lived on Earth. So very nice. So yeah, it's a little bit about, not a little bit, that's a lot about LightningWorks and what they've been doing. If you want to learn more, you know, just go to their website, lightningworks.io, to learn a little bit more about the creator app, the viewer app, and also links to play the games out there for siege rolls like they were talking about. And again, those portals are only collectible on OpenSea. The pre-mints already been sold at like a low price, but now these are the only place you can get them. There's only 777 of them. These give you distribution rights for the comics that come out as well. And wow, yeah, so they're going up in price now. Like at first they were started off at 0.07 Ethereum. Whew, now they're going up to 0.4. So there's a lot more to learn about LightningWorks, but that was a great article. Thank you, eCrypto News, for interviewing Geoff with that and giving us all this information out there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if so, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, the Crypto Sherpa is out.